When the pandemic first hit, we were forced to pivot how we did ministry as a church. We knew we were still going to need to create environments for people to gather, to experience life-changing encounters with God in worship and prayer and fellowship, church basically. And so after we suddenly couldn't gather in the public school that we'd been meeting in for the past 2 years, we found a new church home in Homes. A couple of homes around the Fredericksburg area began hosting gatherings of people from Alive to do church. We called it Homestyle Church. And the first one we hosted here at our house that first Sunday in March 2020, we had 3 people, 2 of which lived in this house. So they were some humble beginnings. But our various Homestyle church groups saw God do amazing things over those 19 months where this was our primary way of gathering week after week. We even had about 30 people on some Sundays here at our Homestyle church group and saw handfuls of people come to be new at Alive through Homestyle Church. When we got into this building, it was exciting to have everyone together again, to worship and hear the preaching of the word, to pray and fellowship. All together was great. But we knew we didn't want to just discard Homestyle Church as like a temporary fix. It was and is so much more than that. It's a unique way of doing church that, quite frankly, really worked well for a lot of people at Alive. So it was always our plan and vision to restart Homestyle Church soon in 2022. And I'm so happy to tell you that soon is very soon. This Sunday, January 23rd, we're starting up a new Homestyle church group. It will be at Ron and Louise Logan's house in Central Fredericksburg, and it will be led by Thornton and Rachel Ray. And it's gonna happen at the same time as we gather together here in our building on Sundays. Now, I know this is different than many of us are used to when it comes to how church is done, but different is okay. And we're confident that this is a special and strategic way of us accomplishing our mission as a church to equip people to live fully alive in Christ. When people gather in this Homestyle Church at 10:30 a.m. on a Sunday morning, they're still gonna be a part of a live church, hearing the same message that will be preached in the building a few miles away, still singing some of the same songs we'll be singing. The group will be much smaller and the dynamic a bit different because of that. And that, just being honest, works better for the spiritual growth of some of us. Once a month, the Homestyle churches will gather together in the building with the rest of us so that we're still feeling connected in that way every so often. We'll also be doing outreaches all together, life groups all together, special events. Pretty much everything that we do will help us all feel connected still as a church. What God did in Alive Church through 19 months of meeting in homes wasn't just a standby time till we really got to do church. And so I'm excited to see what God has in store for us as we get back into having this as an option for Sunday mornings, and how it will grow our people and how it's gonna grow our church. If you're interested in details, go to alivechurch.cc/HSC.